The idea was to make Chinese ground meat noodles. Max wanted beef and I wanted pork, so...
That's a lie. They're not ground meat noodles, they're ground beef noodles.
The idea was to make Chinese ground beef noodles. At the last minute, I decided to make them pork. Max cried. We agreed to make both. Like a little baby, he cried. Not like a little kid that stubs his toe and cries. I'm saying like a baby that's breastfeeding, latched onto its mother's breast. In the moment of pleasure and fulfilling sustenance, you yank the child off of the mother's breast. That kind of crying baby I'm talking about. Oh, it was ugly. But I'm a good father. I said, fine, fine, fine. I'll make your beef noodles as long as I get to make my pork ones, and then we'll taste at the end and see if there's a difference. Because I don't think there's going to be a big difference. I just like the idea. Chinese pork noodles to me sounds good. Max is like, I don't think it sounds very good.
I just love pork so much.
I do love pork. Indeed, it's a good Chinese food thing. So here's the plan. We make a sauce, set it aside, throw some veggies in the pan, get some pork and beef in a pan, 2 separate pans. Everything will be done exactly the same way. Then the sauce goes in, it luxuriates, the noodles go in, we mix, then we taste, and we see who's right. Sauce first. And what I didn't say is this recipe is a 15 under 15. Under 15 bucks, in under 15 minutes for 4 people. Come on. Oh, come on. This is a half a cup of beef broth. The recipe only needs a quarter, but because I'm making this for 2, I'm gonna double everything. The recipe below for you will be 1 version with an option of pork or ground beef. So to this, we're gonna add, don't worry about measurements right now because it'll just confuse everybody, including me. To the beef broth, we add soy sauce. Fantastic. Sesame oil, hoisin sauce, available at any Western supermarket. And if they don't have it, go yell at them. And this we will mix. I forgot the brown sugar, stupidly. Having deja vu, but this we will mix and set aside. You see this, the cutting board we use? What do you think this weighs? 100 pounds?
No.
50?
50 probably?
This probably weighs 50 pounds. I moved it off because I need room for 2 burners. Max wanted it back, he moved it back, and now we're gonna let Chancey boy, who's the youngest and fittest of us all. No, let him do it. No, I wanna see.
No, it's fine.
Wow.
I don't wanna know if you can't
All right,
have it.
everybody watch. Watch how heavy this fucking thing is. It's insane. Oh, you just want to show off. Jesus. Dude, if you pull something, I'm not... Does the yelling work?
Yeah. Oh, God, sorry, Lewis.
Beast mode. As he kicks Lewis in the snout. All right, now we'll set up 2 burners. And we're off. We'll oil each pan, and we add the following. We're adding about a half of a diced onion to both. And now we'll add a couple diced red chilies to both. And mix those in. And just as they start to soften, this guy is getting a pound of ground pork, like that. And this guy, a pound of ground beef, like that. And now we will break them up. You're getting a ground meat facial back here, man. Fabulous, fabulous. We're cooking the pink out of both, and we're close. Try not to fling too many pieces over the edge. And now that the pink, or most of the pink, has left both pans, we're gonna add a couple more things. Right there and right there. The first will be a little splash of oil and then 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. Same here. About 1.5 tablespoons of ginger paste to both. As they start to get fragrant, we mix it in. Oh, that is fantastic. And now this side.
Gosh, dang it.
It's time for our sauce. Give the sauce a little mix, and in we go. And now into the ground beef side. Now we want to mix these guys in, and we want this now to simmer. These get about 3 minutes each, and then we're back. Okay, we're there. At this point, I'm gonna add just a little cornstarch slurry to each. We'll mix this in, and of course that's just gonna thicken everything up beautifully. Or as Guy Fieri would say, tighten it up. Now the beef. Now that it's tightened up, Guy, let's add 2 more things. Starting on the pork side, we're gonna add about 1 tablespoon of chili crisp for some heat. We'll add it to the beef side as well. We add green onions to both. We mix this, and we get ready for our noodles. How great do these look? My godfathers. All right, first noodles going in. And now, of course, we just mix them in. Oh, okay, beef. Boys, I say we get these in a bowl right now. That'd be 2 bowls. And here we go. On your right, my left, we'll put in some of the pork noodles and now some of the business, like that. Switching teams, we're now over on the beef side, noodles, and some of the business. And the business is an important part. You don't want to leave that out. I'm doing 2 more tiny things on top. The first is a little drizzle of our chili crunch oil for a little extra heat on both. Oh man. And then some crispy onion and garlic. I'm happy to show the package. One of you guys suggested this. I can't remember, it's in an email someplace, but honestly it has changed my life. And you only use a little because it's super spicy, but it's just unbelievable. And there you go, stop the clock. Wow, look what we've done. Our ground beef or ground pork, the spicy Asian noodles, under 15 bucks in under 15 minutes. What's not to like? I'm so glad I decided to make both. Well, I'm gonna say something. We know it's about the taste. It's not about the looks, but looking at these two, damn. Wait, look at my janky chopstick. The hell happened?
I heard you like picking them out in there. Those are the ones you came out with?
Well, I only saw the tops. And here's where I am. I'm fine, I'm not going back. All right, let's have a bite of this guy first, shall we? The pork. Look at, you don't want some of this? Who doesn't want this? Because I certainly fucking do. Pork. Oh shit. Look, there's a tiny bit of heat from the crunch on top, but that chili crunch that I folded in, there's sweetness to this, there's spice to this, there's luxuriousness to this. And the meat is, because it had that little extra simmering time with the broth in there. Oh my God. I realize a lot of my favorite flavors run into the Asian world. But I tell people all the time, you add other people's condiments to your pantry and your whole, you add OPC, other people's condiments to your pantry and your food world changes. It's all about not eating the same thing all the time. Now the beef. All right, the beef might be my favorite, but the pork is still really good. I said it, fine, you baby. What I didn't tell you is that I used fresh ramen noodles. They only boil about a minute, refrigerator section at the supermarket. If you don't have those, you could use fresh udon noodles. If you don't have either of those, you could use dry udon noodles, dry ramen noodles, just cook them longer, linguine, spaghetti, anything you've got. Use what you've got. That's the important part. The other important thing is hit the subscribe button, because if you're not a subscriber, you don't have a chance of winning one of those knives every video this year. Huh? I say run to the store now, get the ingredients, come back and make them. Run. Like a motherfucker.